Right, okay, we're going to have our Detox Friday, Detox from technology. And part of this is to help us plan our half term as well. So across the school from reception to year 8. Remember I did an assembly where we looked at the little chick constantly wanting to be fed, but we also did that little zebra story where the zebra was up on its own 2 feet and it was doing its own thing. So look at all of this. I get the chance to turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. And the best part is, in our house, turn the TVs off, turn Netflix off, turn Disney Plus off, whatever things that are going, it's all going to go off. Now, I'm going to whiz you around because I've had some thoughts about spelling out the word CARP, if you remember that little assembly to do with the fish. And CARP starts with a C for creativity.
Yep.
Right, C is for creativity. Now, on my free detox digital day, I'm looking at possibly finishing this book, adding to this painting, which I started in the first lockdown, if you remember, possibly getting the red buses in or more of St Paul's. Also, I would like to carry on with my wood lathe. So at the moment, I said that I would make a bowl, and I haven't really made a bowl. I've made this, which is a peanut bowl. You couldn't have your cereal in that. That's as far as I've got. I couldn't actually get it out deep enough. But I have made a little egg and a little thing to hold the egg. So that's another thing that I might decide to carry on with for my creativity. And the other thing for my C for my creativity is I'm designing a house at the moment. I would love to build my own house. And I'm just thinking about building a house around a lounge with a fireplace, everything around that. So I'm just thinking I'm going to spend probably maybe half an hour doing something to do with that. So that is my C for creativity.
Yep. Cool.
Right. A is for active. So what am I going to do to keep fit? Well, I could try a little bit more of my juggling, or I could go, I was thinking about going for a walk. I've gone for some lovely walks, which I'll tell you more about under practical, because I got into trouble this weekend over a walk that I took my family on. Big trouble. So that's going to be part of my practical. Or I could take a look at my moment of rowing. And this is where I intend to row a marathon. So what are you going to do for your active things for that particular day? But remember, A is for active. R is for restful, something that you're going to do that's restful. And I was thinking about this. I'm into a really good book at the moment called 50/50, and I'm about halfway through. So at some point I'm going to have maybe half an hour, maybe 40 minutes of reading. But I love my music. Here's a tricky one though, because you're not allowed screen time. So I've downloaded an album, I Love Passenger, and I'm going to listen to probably that and possibly also the soundtrack from the Chronicles of Narnia. That soundtrack is absolutely amazing. So my restful time is probably 30 minutes of listening to some music and possibly 30 minutes of reading as well. That is my R for restful. Right, okay, and we're on to the final letter. P is for something practical. What do I mean by practical? Well, going back to that walk over the weekend, I said to everyone in the family, let's go for a walk, and everyone's going to follow me. And so they did, because, well, I don't know why. I'd like to say they were obedient, but they're very rarely obedient in my family. But look what happened. I took them through a field, and I did say beforehand we're going on an adventurous walk, and I can see Finley is nodding his head in the background because these are his favourite skating shoes, and he was a little bit cross with me. So halfway through the walk, I said, fine. I agree that I will wash the shoes, okay? I will clean the shoes. So that's one practical job. Yeah, I'm not sure where to put that job. But anyway, so that's one practical job. Come, cameraman, this way here. Right, second practical job is to sharpen these chisels. Now, I've gone on YouTube to work out how to sharpen them, and you get a stone, a special grinding stone, and you sharpen them because I want to keep doing the wood turning, so I'm going to have to sharpen them, so that's pretty urgent. And the other thing that I want to do, I just want to show you these two pens. I love writing. Now, if you look at this is a cross pen, and if you look at that, it's all chipped. It's quite old, to be fair, and this was another pen where the little pit that goes into your pocket has broken off. Now, I wrote a letter because I love handwriting. I love writing. Anything I write, I tend to write with these two pens. And I wrote off to Cross and just said that I was quite sad. I love writing, it's really important to me. And was there anything they could possibly do? Do you know what they did? They sent me, this sits on my desk, a lot of you will have seen this, they sent me replacement brand new pens. In fact, they're probably slightly nicer pens. Look at that. Look at the nib on that. It's beautiful. So they've sent me 2 brand new replacement pens, no charge whatsoever, with a lovely letter saying that they were impressed to hear that people, particularly teachers, are still trying to encourage people to write. And it got me thinking, I need to write a thank you letter to the person who did this. He signed off his details. It was a lovely letter, and it made my day. Yes, it was nice to get 2 brand new pens. That's amazing. It just goes to show the power of getting a pen out and writing your best handwriting. My grandfather had the most beautiful copper script writing, and I tried to copy his handwriting. Still not as good as him, still not as beautiful as his, but that is my special pen box. I'm going to write a letter of thanks to the person who sent those to me, and maybe another couple of letters, because I think handwritten letters are pretty magical. That was P. Practical. Right, okay, so that spells CARP, and think of our little fish. So we're going to break up our day and try and do something creative, something active, something restful, and something practical. Here's my last little thing to do with the practical and writing letters. Now, what I thought I would do, and I'd encourage you to spend, because Friday is going to be more difficult than you think, and I think I'm also talking to teachers at the moment. We think turning off all those computers is going to be wonderful, the rest of it. I reckon by about lunchtime, we're going to be maybe a little bit shaky, thinking, I better check my emails. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? I better check what's on Netflix, what's on this, what's on that. Who knows what we're going to do? But this is Digital Detox, everyone. So once we've written out our little list of things that we might want to do, and I imagine you guys will probably be able to write a lot more things there. Maybe write out your day and break it into little chunks, and then say to yourself, now, I told you before about the shoes. Clean the family shoes. That's the worst one there, isn't it? I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put that. Do I put that at the end of the day? No, because then I'm going to be dreading it. I'm going to put that at the beginning of the day. I'm going to get that job done, because it means the rest of the day I can do all the things that I want to enjoy from this. And one thing I forgot was under P for practical, you've got to make your own lunch. You don't want to shout, Mum, Dad. Don't forget, Mum and Dad, they're working hard at the moment, and your job is to just be helpful and to plan your day so that you can show that you are not a little chick. You are a zebra and you're walking. From reception to year 8, I want to know at the end of this whether you found this to be a good day. But the final thing that you're going to do whilst you're doing this is take a couple of photographs of each of the things that you've done, and then just send them to your form teacher, and we'll try and create a bit of a post to see how people enjoyed their days. And I want to see whether this was a better day than the days that we've had glued to our screens. Ladies and gents, enjoy Digital Detox Friday. And don't forget, it can also be used all the way through half term. This little plan. Take over the fridge, that's what I say. Right, have a good day, everyone.